Sunday, August 10th, 2025, Evening Edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, AGNDD intelliReport. We're excited to have you with us. I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics and summarizing them for you. Moderna patent reveals everything, makes rumors boom. Nova leap up 24%, should buyers zoom. Fathom's Tuesday earnings loom. Malaysians see aging bloom. And back we resume to that patent in the room. Plus, Pepsi launches a landmark campaign. Could this be the future of advertising? We'll break creative boom's scoop and more. Also in the news, surprises await in the woods today. Historic flash floods hit Milwaukee, Midwest rain threat. NVIDIA, AMD pay us 15% on China AI chip. And now, breaking news. Breaking news. Photos, historic flash floods hit Milwaukee as Midwest faces heavy rains threat. Axios. Meteorologists predict multiple rounds of heavy rain through tomorrow across parts of the Midwest, Central Plains, and Southeast. NVIDIA, AMD agree to pay U.S. government 15% of AI chip sales to China, The Washington Post. U.S. chip makers, NVIDIA and AMD, agreed to give the U.S. government 15% of revenue from AI chip sales in China as a condition for export licenses, drawing sharp criticism as a potentially unconstitutional export tax. NVIDIA cited compliance and stalled H20 shipments. After CEO Jensen Huang met Trump, the administration moved to issue licenses. FBI deployed to D.C. after Trump announces crackdown on homeless people. Axios. Today on Truth Social, Donald Trump wrote, "The homeless have to move out immediately," signaling a hardline call for the immediate removal of homeless people. Meteorite that tore through southeastern U.S. skies this summer, determined to be older than Earth itself, researchers say. CNN. A meteorite that crashed through a McDonough, Georgia home during a daylight fireball on June 26th is 4.56 billion years old, UGA researchers say. Classified as an L ordinary chondrite, it likely came from an asteroid breakup 470 million years ago. The event produced a sonic boom. Fragments are under study at UGA and will be displayed at Tellus Museum.
If you've been enjoying our AGNDD intelliReports and finding them useful, please take a moment now to press like, then click subscribe, and in the drop-down menu select All to get notified of each new video released so you don't miss out on any breaking news. AGNDD intelliReport, the future of news is here.
August 10th in history.
My apologies. I'm somewhat tongue-tied right now. AI speech synthesis isn't working right. Sorry for the inconvenience. My apologies. I'm somewhat tongue-tied right now. AI speech synthesis isn't working right. Sorry for the inconvenience. My apologies. Cat's got my tongue. AI speech synthesis isn't working right. Sorry for the inconvenience. My apologies. Cat's got my tongue. AI speech synthesis isn't working right. Sorry for the inconvenience.
August 10th, 1979. Joanna Garcia Swisher, American actress. August 10th, 1979. Remy Martin, French rugby player. And now on to today's news.
Business news. If you go down to the woods today, steinenline.com. An opinion piece alleging Western decline claims Nova Scotia, New Brunswick banned forest access with heavy fines, contrasting lenient arson sentencing, cites European crime anecdotes to argue mass immigration and official timidity have eroded public safety, criticizes UK Prevent for targeting right-wing views and says institutions are compromised, notes locals in Leicester confronting migrants, concluding the state incentivizes societal breakdown. Caliber caused CWD to release earnings on Wednesday, ETF Daily News. Caliber Co's NASDAQ CWD will report after the close Wednesday, August 13. Analysts expect EPS of 19 cents on $5.93 million revenue. Last quarter, EPS $3.85 missed 46 cents consensus by $3.39. revenue $7.26 million versus $6.97 million, row-27.09%, net margin minus 57.52%. Shares are $2.60, 52-week $2.33, $15.80. Market cap $2, 5M, 50-day SMA $3.28, 200-day $7.13. Journey Medical Derm to release earnings on Tuesday. ETF Daily News. Journey Medical, Nasdaq Derm, will report Q2 2025 results after market August 12th. Consensus EPS 6 cents on $14.93 million revenue. Last quarter, May 14th, EPS 18 cents, beat by 6 cents. Revenue $13.14 million versus $12.05 million. Row minus 52%. Net margin minus 14.8%. Shares $7.57 plus 3.7%. Market cap $176 million. Institutions own 7.25%. Geode and Creative Planning increased stakes. Ratings AGP buy, Wall Street Zen hold.
Technology news. Zenetic Biosciences XBIO expected to announce quarterly earnings on Tuesday. ETF Daily News. Zenetic Biosciences, Nasdaq XBIO, reports Q2 2025 results Tuesday, August 12. Analysts expect EPS 64 cents on $0.48 million revenue. Last quarter, May 13th, it posted EPS 59 cents, beating by 13 cents on $0.59 million revenue. ROE minus 57%, net margin minus 142%, shares at $2.77, market cap $4.27 million, 52-week $2.20, $5.27. Focus, XCART personalized CAR T for B-cell lymphomas. Analysts see EPS $1 this year and next. Fathom FTHM, projected to post quarterly earnings on Tuesday. ETF Daily News. Fathom Nasdaq FTHM reports Q2 2025 after market close to August 12. Street expects EPS 3 cents on $117.3 million revenue. Shares rose 9.1% to open at $1.32. Market cap $37.2 million. 12 Mo range 65 cents, $3.37. Major holder Joshua Harley sold 81,691 shares at $1.59. Insiders sold 201,190 days. Insider ownership 16.4%. Fathom integrates brokerage, mortgage, title, and insurance. Science news. TSE ATR Q3 EPS forecast increased by Raymond James Financial. ETF Daily News. Raymond James raised SNC Lavalin's Q3 2025 EPS estimate to 88 cents from 84 cents and issued 2026 quarterly EPS forecasts of 85 cents Q1, 90 cents Q2, $1.12 Q3, and $1.13 Q4. Separately, National Bank Financial downgraded the stock to hold from strong buy on June 11th. This Moderna patent reveals everything. This one might just break the dam. FreeRepublic.com. The Post claims a Moderna patent, US 10,703,789 B2, reveals nano-micro self-assembling technologies in COVID-19 vaccines and that modified RNA was concealed from the public. It includes reader anecdotes of post-vaccination illness, speculation about sickle cell-like harm and population effects, and thalidomide comparisons. These are presented as claims by the author and commenters, not verified evidence. If you go down to the woods today, steinonline.com. Opinion piece laments government overreach, claims Nova Scotia and New Brunswick banned woodland access and levied huge fines. Contrasts with a lighter arson sentence. Cites social media clips to portray rising crime tied to immigration in Europe and the UK. Argues post-2005 policy and anti-terror tools target the right more than Islamism. Notes a Leicester confrontation. Concludes the state incentivizes collapse.
Today's obituaries. Tatiana Chervenyakova, 71, Bulgarian physician. Manuel Lorenzo, Brief Wikipedia summary. Manuel Maria Lorenzo Perez, 1943-2025, was a Spanish Galician theater director and actor. Trained at the Barcelona Theatre Institute, he co-founded the Galician Dramatic School, 1978. Notable works include Romeria, as Covas do Demo and Veladas Indecentes. He won Spain's National Prize for Dramatic Literature, 1997. He died at 82. Jitsuo Misutani, 77, Japanese baseball player, Hiroshima Toyo Carp, heart failure. Anas al-Sharif. Brief Wikipedia summary. Anas Jamal al-Sharif, 1996-2025, an Al Jazeera Arabic journalist famed for frontline coverage in northern Gaza, was killed on the 10th of August 2025 in an Israeli airstrike on a journalist tent near Al-Shifa Hospital. Israel alleged Hamas ties. Al Jazeera, CPJ, and rights groups rejected this and urged protection of journalists. Bobby Whitlock. Brief Wikipedia summary. Bobby Whitlock, 1948-2025, singer, songwriter, and keyboardist, rose from Stax Circles to Delaney and Bonnie, then co-founded Derek and the Dominoes, co-writing Bell Bottom Blues and more, and playing on George Harrison's All Things Must Pass. He made 1970s solo albums, returned in 1999, performing with Coco Carmel in Austin. Ray Brooks. Brief Wikipedia summary. Ray Brooks, 86, the English actor famed for Mr. Ben, Big Deal, and EastEnders, died from complications of dementia. Eustaquio Segrels, 89, Spanish painter and illustrator. All other people who have died today or yesterday, may peacefully they rest, and may their souls frolic forever in unbounded telesis.
Sorry, I have a sore throat today. In other words, AI voice generation has encountered an error.
Novaleap Health CVE NLH stock price up 24.4%. Time to buy. ETF Daily News.
My apologies. Cat's got my tongue. AI speech synthesis isn't working right. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Jameson Wellness TSE Jewel price target raised to $42.00. ETF Daily News. BMO lifts Jameson Wellness TSE Jewel target to $42 and rates outperform. TD to $45 buy. National Bank shares to $40. 60 outperform. RBC to $42. Shares rose 7.2% to $37. 49. Market cap $1. 57B. PE 39.4. 1 year range $27. 90 $38. 20. Current ratio 2.76. Recent insider sales totaled 46,959 shares. Tilde $1. 65M. Jameson makes branded vitamins and supplements. Malaysians more upbeat on aging, survey finds. The Star Online. An Ipsos Malaysia survey finds Malaysians now demold age to begin at 60, 4 years later than in 2018, though below the 32-country average of 66. 6 in 10 are optimistic about later life, driven by cultural respect and family support, despite underestimating life expectancy. With Malaysia aging by 2043, Ipsos urges bolstered healthcare and social systems for dignified later years. Entertainment news.
My apology. We're somewhat tongue-tied right now. AI speech synthesis isn't working right. Sorry for the inconvenience. We are speechless, so to speak. In other words, we are unfortunately having a little AI voice snafu at the moment. Pardon the inconvenience, and thank you for your understanding. My apology. We're somewhat tongue-tied right now. AI speech synthesis isn't working right. Sorry for the inconvenience. Sorry, I have a sore throat today. In other words, AI voice generation has encountered an error. My apologies. I'm somewhat tongue-tied right now. AI speech synthesis isn't working right. Sorry for the inconvenience. Sorry, I have a lump in my throat. That is to say, AI voice synthesis has encountered a problem. Sorry, I have a sore throat today. In other words, AI voice generation has encountered an error.